5 families in the black aristocracy. There's the education family. These are black people who have attained a high level of formal education, usually at a white institution. These are the doctors, the lawyers. They normally have a PhD, a JD, a MD, a PsyD, some kind of D in back of their name. Again, not everybody who has the D's in back of their name belong. But in order to belong, you must have it. Are you with me? Okay? Their whole thing is we're more educated than the average black person. So because we're more educated, we have a right to make the decisions. We automatically know what's best for all 40 million black people. Just because we have a degree from a European institution. What's the second group? The second group is the entertainment family within the black aristocracy. These are folks who are in the entertainment industry. They're very dangerous. Why? Because they serve as a muzzle. They do not let the true information that's going on against the community get out. Their job is to suppress it. So when you turn on black radio stations, what do you hear? A whole bunch of talk about the next movie. A whole bunch of talk about whose album coming out. A whole bunch of talk about what's going on with President Obama. A whole bunch of talk about the NBA Finals, the NFL lockout. But you don't hear about the miseducation. You don't hear about the mass incarceration. They don't bring politicians on the radio show and ask them the serious questions. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You listen to a 3-hour talk show and nothing serious was discussed because their job is to do what? Divert your passions. Understand, in the 21st century, the #1 enemy of black people is misinformation. That is the weapon. Not the gun, not the bomb, not the disease, but misinformation. Which is why we have to engage in a serious course of protracted study because most of us are politically ignorant. We have a political IQ that's less than 25. And we got to raise it. And if we're politically ignorant, that means we are raising our babies to be politically ignorant, and we cannot afford that. We cannot afford that. So that entertainment group is very key. Take Sister Oprah Winfrey. I love the sister and the success that she has achieved. But you have never seen a serious conversation in all her time on the network about what's going on in the black community. Okay? That's her job, to muzzle it. Tom Joyner. I love the brother for his success, but he ain't never gave you a serious conversation on what's going on in black America. Tavis Smiley. Even though I respect him for being one of the only black members of the bourgeoisie to speak out about President Obama's negligence of the black community, yet and still, he doesn't deal with the real issues either. You see? So that's the entertainment wing. We talked about the educational wing. Then you have the economic wing. These are black folk who are worth $500 million or more. And you can belong to more than one family. For example, Oprah doesn't belong to the education family, but she belongs to the entertainment and the economic family. Are y'all with me? Jay-Z belongs to the entertainment and the economic family because he broke that $500 million glass ceiling. And understand this, black people, because some of us spend our whole lives trying to get rich. Psychologically, you have to understand that richness does not equal happiness. So we got to stop pursuing it. Okay? We have to pursue a degree of comfort. We have to pursue a degree of wealth so that our children ain't got to slave for other people, because we have a bad habit in the black community of not passing down wealth. We pass down debt. After our children come from our funerals, instead of picking up some bonds that you left them, they picking up bills that you left them. Are y'all with me? So we got to stop doing that, making an already disorganized, broke community broke. Okay? But in order for you to pierce the $500 million ceiling as a black person in the United States of America, you have to go through a series of initiations. I'm not talking about Masonic necessarily. Okay? But in the entertainment world, and I know this, and I've heard it directly from entertainers' moms, there are certain initiations that you have to involve yourself in if you want to get beyond a certain level. Okay? That's for entertainment. So whether that's sports, whether that's music, whether that's acting, you are going to be made to do some things that go against the principles that your mama and daddy taught you. Okay? So what is the other wing that we have? We have the status wing. The status wing of the black aristocracy. These are folks who may not have a lot of money. They may not have a lot of education. They may not be into entertainment, but they are well positioned. Who's in the status group? People with titles. Mayors, police commissioners, fire department heads, president of this, president of that, CEO of this, CEO of that. Are y'all with me? Black members of the school board, black members of city council, that's the status wing of the black aristocracy. And what's the fifth group? They're the most powerful. They're religious group. The religious wing of the black aristocracy. And everybody said, you right on with that one. That's right. They use Jesus and Muhammad and Moses to hypnotize you and keep you asleep. One of the biggest problems we got in our community is there's too much energy being discharged without no work being done along with it. Did you hear what I said? We get whipped up into emotional fervor. When you come to hear me, I just don't want you walking out there and say, yeah, he's a good speaker. Okay, we got a lot of gifted speakers in the black community. Frederick Douglass, my ancestor, was a good speaker, but he also gave you a 13th, a 14th, and a 15th Amendment. Dr. King was a good speaker, but he gave you a Civil Rights Bill and a Voting Rights Act. At the end of the day, don't judge a brother by how well he articulates. Judge him by how well he works.
Boy, what are you doing?
What you mean? I'm chilling. Cool boy chilling.